Let's do a quick run. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what's going on as it happens. Right here, I'm getting the lay of the land, trying to figure out where everything is, plan out my routes, and find out what kind of enemy I'm dealing with. Now, here you'll see I'm destroying the heaters. The heaters give you 84 scrap, which is some of the highest scrap you can get from a single item. So anytime you see a heater, it's a good idea to smash it up. But you got to be quick about it because if you don't do it fast enough, it will explode and damage you and everything else around it. So right there you saw I destroyed 3 heaters and I have 252 scrap already. Now I'm looking for valuables so I can take it to the extractor since I know what the extractor is already. And because one of the curses on the elevator is the fuse, I'm gonna try to get this fuse. I was about to put the painting down, but I didn't want it to fall into the chasm. So I put it down on the floor, go back, grab the fuse, but I don't have any space, which is common because I usually come in there with 4 items. I gotta remember to drop one of the items if the fuse is busted. That way I have enough space for the fuse. But what I'm doing now is putting the photo into the extractor so that I can go into the elevator and drop down one of my items. Right now I saw the enemy and it's the eye, so he's not gonna be a problem. So I'm not worried about him at all. I'll put down the hammer and now I'm going back and grabbing the fuse that I left behind. And the gold. Now that I have the fuse, I'm gonna go back to the elevator, insert the fuse so I can get my item back, my hammer, my mallet. Might as well take a chair with me. Waste as little time as possible. All right, make sure the enemy's not coming out. Insert the fuse. Now we're done with the fuse. Now we just gotta get the gold. I didn't grab the hammer because I didn't really need it. If I do need it, I can go back and get it. Plus, I already have uh, a more advanced hammer, so I'm good on that. So I try to grab the hand. I accidentally grabbed the table. No big deal. Hopefully, the enemy didn't hear it. Is what I was thinking at the time. But even if he did, it doesn't matter. For some reason, my screen kept turning as if I was having my gaze stolen, like the eye does. So I thought the eye had grabbed my gaze, but he didn't. It was just some kind of glitch, and it happens again later on. So I got another fuse. I don't need it, so I went ahead and throw that back down on the ground. Grab this bench, take it upstairs, extract that. Now I hear the enemy nearby, so I'm not really worried about him, but I do kind of want to know where he is, so I don't have to deal with him. And there he is. So he grabs my gaze. I break contact with the wall, and then I run back out. Not really worried about him, but I will, instead of grabbing that chair I was gonna grab, I'm gonna take an alternate route because he's probably gonna be following me a little bit. So I want to go ahead and just continue doing what I'm doing, but taking a different route so that he loses interest. So instead of grabbing valuables, I went ahead and started breaking things just until the coast is clear. And of course, you want to grab all of the gold out of the drawers. There's usually nothing in the cabinets down below or up top, but there's usually gold in those drawers. And this hammer is a more advanced version of the other hammer and more efficient. So that's why I'm using this one. It's gathering up as much scrap as I can. I'm not even worried about the enemy hearing me and coming into the room because he's, again, easy to deal with, which you'll see later on in the video, just how comically easy he is to deal with. I like to smash up big items like tables and benches and chairs. I used to smash up plants and small things like that, like these little presents that you see on the floor. But because you only have so much durability on your mallet, eventually you're gonna run out of mallet. So I always go and hit the big things first. And if I have any mallet left over after that, I'll smash up a few small things. And there are some small things in the game that don't give you scrap at all. So be mindful of that. Don't go around wasting your durability on your mallet for something that's not gonna yield any profit at the end of the day. So this mallet is way more efficient, way faster. You don't have to smack things 5 or 6 times. You can do it way faster. All right, now that the coast is clear, I'm gonna go back and continue to pick up items like this chair. But it seems the enemy has returned. So let's get out of here. If he gets your gaze like that, jump out of your body, go back into your body, he'll immediately give up on that and try to do a laser. So I didn't want to have him do the laser in that room because all of my valuables are in there, even though he did it anyway. But he's gonna end up breaking my items if he does his laser. So I try to avoid him doing laser around valuable items. Get that chair out of my way. Now he's kind of camping this room, which is a little frustrating to say the least. So I'm having to keep taking alternate routes and I'm taking damage in the process, which is not a big deal because I can deal with that later. As long as I stay above about 50 HP, I should be fine dealing with anything that he can throw at me. But later you'll see that my HP does get kind of low, which can be concerning just in case he might accidentally hit me or, get lucky and he could end up killing me. Grabbing some more scrap. Might as well make use of my time while I'm waiting for the enemy to get out of my way. I could just lure him away, but that just takes time. Time I could be using to smash up items. So I'm up to 1200 scrap already. And I'm not really trying. I'm not like trying to 100% this area. There are a couple of rooms at the end that you'll see that I haven't even went into. I kind of just stayed in the central area, but it's still I got enough scraps to satisfy my needs. So again, he hit me with the laser. I ran out of stamina to get away from him. Now I'm down to 38 HP, which I don't like. It's still manageable, but it's just why risk it, right? All right, let's go back in and see what we can do now that the enemy has lost interest in us. Make sure the coast is clear. Good to go. Go ahead and toss down a bed. I'm going to heal up a little bit. Got to get my HP back to a safe number. Now, I end up getting up too soon, as you'll see here in a moment, because the enemy, again, is lurking around, kind of camping the spawn. So right here, I didn't mean to get up. I meant to get out of the body, but instead I got up. So at that point, it's I'm done. I don't really need to go any further. I was about to put the bed in there, but then he came and interrupted my process. So I have to go all the way around. I'm coming right back. I'm not gonna wait around this time, but I'm just gonna give him enough time to kind of cool off. All right, so he's good. I'm gonna put the bed in there, and I hit the extractor, thinking that all of this stuff was gonna go down, usually does, but this time it didn't, and I didn't notice. So I'm going to go fight him. Like I said, he's comically easy to deal with. But he did end up hitting me twice. So that was kind of a fail on my part. So he tried to grab my gaze right there. That's why I looked at the wall, but immediately broke. So it wasn't an issue. So I went ahead and dropped down another bed because he did get some good hits in with his laser. So I'm checking to see where he's at. He's still just camping around. Yep, there he is. So I'm biding my time, waiting for him to come back around, which of course he does. I got 87. It's good enough for me. Now I was gonna throw the bed into the extractor, but I didn't end up doing that. He comes in, interrupts my rest. So of course I give him these hands. He doesn't like that very much. Gets in a good hit. That'll be the last one he ever gets. Now he's trying to escape through the elevator. Unfortunately, he's not allowed to. And this is where I noticed that all my stuff didn't go down. So before he breaks any more stuff, I went ahead and hit the lever again and continue to give him these hands. Oh, he got another hit in. So I was wrong. He did get another hit. Now, of course, I could shoot him or hit him with the wooden sword and be done with him, but because he's been so annoying, I wanted to take him out in style. Now he's running for his life, and that's the end of him. Now another enemy will spawn eventually after some time, but I didn't want to wait for another enemy to show up, so I went ahead and just got my stuff and got out. And that's the end of the run. Pretty easy, not much stress, not much headache, just the one little spawn camping eyeball. But as you can see here, there's a couple rooms I didn't go to, but it's not a big deal. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, bell notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video.